Another month of 2022 has wrapped up, so let's take a look at the best New Balances of June 2022. Welcome to this month's episode of Best New Balances of the Month. The month of June had a lot of nice New Balance releases, and let's just get into it. As usual, I'm going to start with all of the releases, that being New Balances that officially released during the month of June, and I'll end the second half of the video with all of the New Balances that were revealed or leaked in the month of June. Let's start off with the GRs that released in June. First up, we have a green 2002R colorway, heavily inspired by the Kawasaki 993 collaboration from years before. It's almost the exact same colorway, minus the Kawasaki motorcycle branding on the shoe. It's a pretty loud colorway. Unfortunately, it was very limited. It only officially released in Japan as of right now. Not too sure if there's going to be a global release, but it was only released in Japan during June, and if you want it right now, you'll have to bite the bullet on the resale market. Next up is the third wave of the Teddy 16. Two colorways dropped during this third wave. This 990V3 Moonbeam and Macadamia Nut, which I already got, and the 990V1 in the Macadamia Nut colorway. Both of these colorways are very similar. You get kind of a cream base with dark gray accents. They're both really clean and fire shoes, great for the summer, very versatile colorways. I managed to get a W on SNS for the V1, so stay tuned for that review, and I'm really satisfied with this third wave of Teddy 16 colorways. Now I'm going to move on to a little lightning round for the GR releases of June. There's not too much to say about these other than the fact that they were noteworthy during the month of June. First off, we have the first GR of the 9060. Obviously, it first introduced with the Joe Freshgoods collab, but now this kind of earth tony 9060 has officially been released overseas, not in the US yet, but it's a pretty simple colorway, and it's nice to see more 9060 GRs. Next, we have 4 574 GR colorways on NewBalance.com right now in the Teddy 16 colorways. They're really nice. You get the Moonbeam colorway, you get the upcoming black and camo colorway. You also have two other upcoming colorways. Obviously I'm going to flash up the pictures. I don't remember the exact names, but it's really cool to see 574s with the Teddy 16 colorways and how very easily accessible they are and how affordable they are. And also there is a nice and very clean 991 GR, M991 GGT. It's an olive base with some gray accents. It really gives me ALD vibes, but this is just a regular GR, and it's not as expensive as the ALD collaborations, and I actually managed to find them at my local New Balance store, which is nice. Next up, we have the 990V1 in two classic colorways, the black colorway and the gray colorway. Very simple, they're classic, and they finally were released on NewBalance.com. And next up, we have the Kawaii 2 in the Conversations Amongst Us pack. Obviously, this Conversations Amongst Us pack was spearheaded by Joe Freshgoods about a month ago with a 550 and 2002R, but they finally released the Kawaii 2 in that colorway from that collection. And lastly, we have a 2002R in a bright red colorway. It's very simple, very loud, and I think it's a pretty dope shade of red. Now I'm going to move on to all of the collabs that officially released in the month of June. First up, we have the ALD 991 2-pack. They finally shipped during the month of June. I got my brown leather and olive colorway. I think this colorway was really fire. I thought both colorways were good, but I felt like this colorway was better, not only because it used leather, but it looked like a more premium collab compared to the gray and olive colorway. That one looked too much like a GR. Both of them were really expensive, but I think they were both very premium. Speaking of ALD, the ALD 550 pack in the more neutral tone colorways finally released and shipped during the month of June. There was an olive colorway, a kind of dark purple colorway, and a brown colorway. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these colorways. They're all nice and simple, very clean, but they all just look like GRs with some small ALD branding on it. Not the best collabs, but still nice and simple shoes nonetheless. And next up, we have a three-way collab between New Balance, Paperboy Paris, and Beams. on the 1500 and the 920, both made in UK pairs. They both look pretty simple, but once you look at them, they're actually mismatched pairs with inverted colors. Like if one panel's one color on the left shoe, it's the opposite color on the right shoe, and so forth. It's best to just look at the pictures that I'm gonna pop up, but I think it's an interesting collab. It's not, I don't love it. I like it, I don't love it, but it's still definitely a cool design. A lot of people seem to like it, and both of these silhouettes are pretty dope made in UK silhouettes. Unfortunately, they've only released in Paris right now, I think. They did confirm there will be a US and global release soon, but only time will tell when that comes. And yeah, a pretty solid collab between Beams and Paperboy Paris. And next up, the Bryant Giles, or Giles, not 100% sure if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, 2002R collaboration finally released. It is a very wild 2002R. You got a lot of different stitching details on it with a military green base in, I think it's like canvas. It's definitely an interesting collab. It's gonna get a wider release sooner, and yeah, it finally officially released, and it's definitely an interesting collab. And last but definitely not least is the Kith 990 collaboration pack. This 4-pack of 990s from Kith celebrated New Balance and Kith's long-term partnership and collaborations. All 4 of these colorways are actually based on older Kith and New Balance collaborations, which is really dope. I managed to win the 990 V2 from their raffle. Overall, the release went pretty smooth. A lot of people got at least one pair. Some people got multiple pairs, which was pretty dope through the raffle, and even the first come first serve, save for the Dusty Rose V1. I heard that one was pretty limited, but even in first come first serve, all the pairs were relatively easy to get if you were there the minute they dropped. And yeah, I really love this Cyclades 990 V2. The colorway is very dope and loud for the summer, and all the details, if you've watched my review, I am so impressed with this collaboration. The amount of details in this collab and the quality from the packaging, the box, and the extras, and the actual suede quality. It was an excellent job from Kith and New Balance. And now I'm going to move on to all of the notable reveals and leaks that were revealed or leaked in June 2022. First up is a very big and interesting reveal. New Balance is hopping on to the Clog train. These are definitely interesting clog style shoes. I personally am not a big fan of this clog trend. I don't really care for the Yeezy foam runners, nor do I unironically wear Crocs. I know I post a lot of pictures of my KFC Crocs, but I wear them as a joke shoe. But it seems like Crocs and clogs and everything in between is all the buzz right now, and New Balance is jumping on the train with their own model. And next up, we have a 550 GR, style code BB550SSC, in this very dope multicolor colorway. It has a like cream white base, but it has accents of bright blue, yellow, and red. I think it's a very dope summer colorway. I love multicolor shoes, and it looks great on the 550, and it's a very solid 550 GR. And lastly, we have the next colorway in the Teddy 16 line that was revealed. It is the 990 V2 in the black with true camo colorway. As you can see, it's a black base, and it's another solid Teddy 16 colorway. It's very clean and simple. I'm definitely gonna add it to the collection since I'm trying to get all 16, but I'm still waiting for those louder colorways to release. And now I'm gonna end off the video with all of the collaborations that were revealed or leaked in the month of June. First, we have a reveal of the upcoming Salehi Bembury and 990 V2 collaboration. This is gonna be Salehi Bembury's first ever Made in USA collaboration, which I think is dope. He's definitely earned a Made in USA collaboration, and this collaboration's very interesting. It's got like a light brick pink base in terms of the suedes, and even the midsole is like brick color, and the mesh is the signature like netting looking mesh that you'd find on Salehi Bembury's models. The 2002R and Yurt colorways utilize this netting looking mesh, and you also have purple accents including a purple chenille N logo, which I think is really interesting. It's definitely an interesting 990 V2 colorway from Salehi Bembury. Next up, we have the fourth colorway of the Stone Island RC Elite V2, this time in the Japan colorway. I personally think this is the best of the three new colorways. The two colorways that are going to release soon, it's like red and burgundy and then like green and gray. I don't like those colorways. They just look out of place and out of nowhere, but this Japan colorway looks really dope. I love the Japan colorway. It's a classic New Balance colorway, and it's interesting to see it on a modern silhouette with a Stone Island collaboration. And next up, we have a reveal of an SNS collab with the 2002R mule shoe. I've said it before, I'm not a fan of mules. I think they look kind of stupid, and the 2002R is already a great silhouette. I don't know why you need to turn it into a mule, but I guess SNS and New Balance thought it was a good collaboration. I think they're going to be GR 2002R mules as well, but there's this upcoming SNS collaboration, and for those of you that do like mules, hopefully you'll be able to get them. Speaking of the 2002R mule, there was also a leak of an upcoming Bryant Giles 2002R mule in a more low-key colorway compared to the regular 2002R collab. This one has all of the stitching details around it with the artwork, but it's an overall simpler and cleaner colorway. It's a white base, and yeah, it's definitely an interesting collaboration. Next up, we have a 2002R collaboration with Australian sneaker boutique Up Their Store. This is a pretty solid 2002R collab. It's a mostly green, purple, and white colorway. I think it's a pretty solid collab and colorway choice. I like it, I don't love it. I'm not gonna rush out to get it when it drops, but a lot of people seem to like it, and Up There, the sneaker boutique, is really on the rise, so I think it's pretty cool that they're getting their collaboration with New Balance. And lastly, we have the Bodega 574 collaboration finally releasing in the month of July. The cut of the 574 utilized in this Bodega 574 collab is actually the Legacy Vintage cut of the 574, so that's why they look slightly different compared to the regular 574 we're used to right now. They're both pretty simple colorways. One is a mostly yellow colorway with blue accents in the ankle area, and the other colorway is the complete opposite. It's a mostly blue colorway with yellow accents in the ankle area. They're both very nice and loud colorways. I like them, I don't love them. They're a little too simple for my taste, in my opinion. When it comes to Bodega, I loved their louder colorways from the 997S and before. I didn't really care for the 990 V3 collab. It was too simple for me. These ones are, they're louder colorways, but they're still a little too simple. But even then, they're definitely not bad shoes. I like them, I don't love them. Bodega is always a solid collaborator with New Balance, and hopefully this release is pretty easy, and hopefully because they are Asian-made 574s, the collaboration isn't that expensive. So what were your guys' favorite pairs that were released or revealed in June? I got my 3 favorite pairs right here. Obviously I managed to cop them. The Teddy 16, as always, I'm trying to get all 16 pairs. This Moonbeam colorway is very clean and simple and high quality. The Kith 990 collaboration was so good. I probably need to add more pairs to my collection. And then this collaboration between ALD and the 991, while very expensive, it is very premium and high quality, so I'm excited to add these to my collection. And I'm excited to see more Teddy 16 colorways as the year goes on. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Follow me on my socials. Thank you to all my Patreon backers. Check out the Intelligence site for more New Balance content and guides, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.